What's going on, 5-9 mobile gamers? This is Nolar here, joined by Gale, and today we're going to be going through a first gameplay footage of Seven Nights 2. So Gale, say hello to everyone out there.
Hello everybody, good to be back here for another Netmarble game this time. Let's see how this one is. Of course, we have our thoughts on Netmarble games, all their Marvel games, STS Grand Cross and stuff, but this is a sequel title, of course, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this fares.
Yeah, so literally downloaded it. There was a 6 GB download.
Oh boy.
Squad MFLO, sure. Okay, so I'm assuming this is kind of MMO-esque style. DPS, Ming, okay, ranged,
I will stop the god of destruction.
Wow, pick something for
That's
me?
quite a lot. Let's go with the ranged character just to see how ranged works, because that's obviously one of the big things on a mobile game, right? Where ranged can be hit or miss depending on the title. I mean, we saw it in Tales of Luminaria, right? How bad it was. So probably go for something ranged, I suppose, maybe. I don't know. She would make it. I think that guy looks cool. Geo or Neo, whatever his name is.
Sure.
Nah, that's yeah. Why not? Let's go with him.
So Gale picked it for us, and here we go. So I've never played Seven Nights, the original. Okay, so let's. But it's with the Unreal Engine, so graphics always look good in Unreal. It definitely has the Korean aesthetic. For those who don't know, if I was playing Lost Ark, which is a Smilegate Korean MMO. It's got that, the faces are a little long, anime-esque, but 3D style. I just instantly recognize it as Korean. And then the hair, like the hair strands on every Korean game I've ever played, like CG or whatever, it's super identifiable that it's a Korean game. So, yeah, just pointing it out that this is the kind of style that you're getting yourself into, and it does look nice for the most part, but obviously Gale and I have our feelings on Netmarble as a whole. Yeah, I am not a fan, but it's mostly because usually with their games they draw you in, seems pretty free to play or whatever the case may be, and then once they get you in,
then the fun starts.
And then the fun starts because the sunk cost fallacy kicks in, and they start giving you paywalls or implementing other pay-to-win aspects that just like, and you spent so much time in the game you can't quit. Okay, so another action ARPG, but this time in landscape mode.
Which is good. Usually, I mean, based on Tales of Luminaria, I'd prefer if all my action RPGs are now in landscape mode. But of course, that's one bad. I can't really judge on that. As Nolar said, I haven't played the original Seven Nights, and it seems like it's just a continuation because I don't know the context of what just happened, quite honestly. But yeah, of course, Netmarble, we've had our misgivings about them, and very fair misgivings about them, because they have been screwing up games such as STS and stuff, We have a video potentially coming up. I don't know. Yeah, by the time this goes up, we should have it ready to go. It should be coming out in the next couple of days, hopefully. But yeah, no, it's... Netmarble gets you in, and then it's just like, oh, you need to grind or spend money, effectively. And when I say grind, it means you will have to pay attention and grind for like hours on end. Whereas, most gachas, we always advocate, Nolar and I always advocate gachas that are like, if you're doing your dailies, it shouldn't take you more than 10-15 minutes tops, right? And if you're doing anything else, shouldn't be longer than an hour, because it's a mobile game at the end of the day, right? So yeah, let's see how this one is. Of course, again, we haven't played the original, so we can't really tell if it's going to be anything similar to the original or not. But yeah, let's see the combat here. Tell us more, Nola.
So right now we are in the tutorial phase. We've got a bunch of guys coming. I'm tapping the attack. Oh, okay, so it's locked on a target. Okay, it's not too bad. So yeah, it's straight up, your two-hand ARPG so far. I've got a party system. I'm wondering if I can swap to them. It looks like I can't now, but maybe I can swap to them later.
What is that button, by the way? Right above the attack. I mean, we can't probably touch it right now because it's telling you to just attack right now. But
Right.
I wonder if that.
Skills.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking. Is that a lock-on button potentially to change lock, maybe?
Yep.
Or
Oh, yep.
okay.
Yep. You're right. It is.
Okay.
Lock on button to change targets and maybe
That's
focus
kind of
fire.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That's always appreciated, especially considering other gachas that are ARPGs. Locking onto characters can be very finicky because they don't have a specific lock-on button. So always a good thing.
Okay, so attack speed decreased with that skill. What's this one do?
Is that why they're attacking?
Okay, shock,
I like
knockback.
the effects text. It does seem very clear to read, which is always good, right?
Yep.
Because sometimes there are gachas where the effects just go over one another and you can't really tell what you're doing and what's happening. So always nice to have clear effect text.
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the one thing about Netmarble is presentation and fluidity of gameplay is always top-notch for them, right? I'm looking at Marvel Future Fight, Future Revolution. They've got, like, those Marvel games by Netmarble are great. They've got great art styles. The combat's fluid. It's fun. And that's how they suck you in. Like, the game is fun. That's the first and foremost thing that needs to go through is the game fun. Because if the presentation can suck, but if you're having fun, no one cares. Again, I'm looking at you, Tales of Luminaria. But issue always comes to their systems. Again, they will. Oh, so this is the. Yeah. Okay. It's a Korean MMO, mobile MMO. They will let you auto everything. So I am literally doing nothing right now. Oh, hold on. I gotta do that. So. Again, presentation looks great. Like the way that ultimate looked, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then this is why I don't. Yo, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, even if you're autoing, you still can use your skills, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I think that's fair. Obviously, a lot of other gachas have been prone to doing that, where you can auto, but you can, tell when to use the skill. So that's at least good, I suppose.
Yeah. It's the only issue with MMOs on mobile is that they prone themselves to the auto system. So another MMO from Netmarble is Future Revolution. All right, hold on. Okay, let's see. Can I manually fight this guy?
I assume you should be able to.
This is the power of a monster corrupted.
I assume if you. Oh, you don't. Maybe you flick the joystick. Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. I assume but it's locked, but maybe.
Okay, hold on.
You're struggling, mate.
Well, okay. What's difficult is the auto button is the auto attack button. So if I hit the button, right now you can see it's like circling. I'm just letting it go right now.
Yeah.
As you can see,
You
it's
might want
circling.
to. You might want to hit your ultimate.
There. Hit the ultimate. And then hit my ultimate.
Ended up absorbing the destruction stone.
So at least you can use your teammates' ultimates. That's kind of nice, I guess. I'm assuming you can't swap.
Right now it's got a lock button, so I'm assuming I can't swap.
I assume that's either swap or dodge, one or the other. I would assume swap more so.
It's too strong for us.
Oh, I can control all of my. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa, get
Yeah,
back.
still,
You haven't evacuated.
yeah. Well, one guy got hit really badly.
No, I'm not running away.
Look, I'm not gonna claim I am the master of MMOs, especially mobile ones. But here we are. Defeat planet suppressor. Okay, I knew this was scripted because he wasn't taking a lot of damage, so this had to be something.
Yeah, I was about to say. You guys are taking a lot more damage than he was taking.
Oh, getting knocked back. And then the little girl's gonna help us, and she's gonna do some crazy shit, and then.
No, I love the angles, I must admit. I will say though, I love how we chose a hero and we're just not using him yet.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
yeah. Obviously, up top left, they have to tell you this is the cinematic, so it's not like I can control what's happening here.
I didn't even notice that. That's a very interesting addition.
Did you just the power of destruction?
So overall,
are you?
you know, right now it's pretty cinematic. It's not bad. I personally, I'm not a fan of mobile MMOs only because I kind of like to manual my own stuff. The fact that you're giving me an auto button, like, yeah, I cannot play with the auto button, but then it's like, why not use the auto button? And at that point, I might as well play like Final Fantasy 14 or WoW or any other MMO on a PC at that point.
I guess the advantage of these ones are that at least they are free to start. You know, the whole concept of free to start. Whereas obviously Final Fantasy and
subs,
WoW have subs. Yep, they're subscription services, right? So I guess that's one reason why they're trying to approach this slight like half MMO, half gacha aspect maybe in these games.
Well, to be fair, in the Eastern market, so in Japan and Southeast Asia, mobile MMOs are all the rage. I mean, Seven Nights 1 did super well, and so much that it warranted a sequel, you know, a whole reworking engine and all that kind of stuff. So there is that.
I'll be at the festival.
Man, Akatsuki should learn from these guys. Make Dokkan 2. Let's go.
So yeah, as typical with the MMO genre, I mean, obviously out of the cinematic, the UI is going to have like your battery life, your connection to your internet, the Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff. So you'll have all that pertinent information lying around.
Tell me, what was I supposed to do?
I mean, I always think that's kind of cool, just so that, you know, rather than having to pull down the notification bar or something, right, or go back to the home screen, whatever it may be, it just tells you, like, okay, you're really running out of battery, or it's this time you gotta go to your next meeting or something, which is always nice. I think, I know some other gachas have started doing that now, which is always, like I say, it's really nice. It's a small feature, small addition, but it's useful.
Yeah, more information isn't necessarily bad. Or I should say more useful information is never bad.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Because it can be hit or miss with what information is actually given.
So this is all rendered in-game, right? Because these models definitely look like the Unreal Engine in-game as opposed to CG.
Fine. I'll do as you say. But you need to.
Again, we're getting to a point. I mean, I'm old. I'm like super old, but I remember when there was a very stark difference when they never did in-game rendered cutscenes because they look terrible, right? But we're at a point where, hey, they don't look too bad, and you kind of get used to it, the aesthetic of it. And here, this looks like PS2, PS3 era, and we're like, hey, back then it was great on a TV, and now it's on the power of your, well, at least here my my iPad, or in the hand of your phone. So.
And I mean, the thing is, people, as much as it is like you say, it's PS2, PS3 graphics, it is in your hands, and it's a smaller screen, so it actually kind of looks. I always feel like it looks a little bit better as a result of it.
Yeah, the fidelity isn't so bad. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't notice when you blow it up into a bigger resolution and stuff. Okay.
Netmarble. Hey guys, go to the shop. Even though it's just a thing inside. Yeah, here we go. We're doing summons. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Let's look what the summon animation looks like.
I assume it would have to do something with the candles. Maybe if they all light up or something, it'll be like a higher rating. Is my guess. Also, a pity of 140. I think I saw that. I saw that in the top right narrowly. Oh my god, equipment summon and pet summons. Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh my god, yeah, this doesn't...
That's a lot. That's a lot of tabs to look at.
Well, as per MMOs. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, you guys
So
gotta...
get a pet.
Select a pet to obtain. Choice of one pet. Alright then.
150 rubies, some gold, some hero ticket summons. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to the shop. Summon shop. Let's use these tickets. Pet some. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a lot. There's a lot in there.
Take a look. Let's keep looking at the summon animations. 3 candles, 6 candles, 7. Okay. Saw the one on the top back there.
I assume the other 3 candles as well would have to light up primarily as well. Because there's it always is that top one in the back that lights up. The other ones
That
don't
went blue.
yet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure, but we'll find out here.
An elite warrior is
So
you already
140
know.
summons.
Yep. I mean, you can check also the prices as well later on and see how that works. Oh, the left one. Oh, it's gold?
Gold. And these were gold. Okay.
So that means this is a higher warrior.
Okay.
But there's no like the way to discern what is what. Check rate info bottom right. Or bottom left. Sorry, back. Oh, here it is. Legendary plus rate up. Oh my god.
That's
a
why
lot
it's
of
so
info.
many. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. It's 1,100 per multi. What's
Yep.
a loyalty point? God. Okay.
Just go back in. Can go back to the
hi.
summon shop if
Looks
you
like
can.
you could
Oh,
use some new
the prices.
items.
We'll look at the
Come
prices
have a
now.
look around.
4,490.
That is 3 multis for 90
Yeah,
bucks.
it's a bit under 4 multis basically. So
Yeah.
it'll be 4,400, right? So yeah.
Of course, there are packs, so you can buy a bunch of different packs for different varying prices. That is normal.
Monthly
Special
packs as well.
Yeah. This is a Netmarble special, guys. It's a relay pack, and it's like if something's cost $3, then it'll cost 10, and then 20, and then 50, and then 100 in the packs. So tier 1 packs, tier 2 packs. Yeah, this is the relay summon. I've seen it before. I've paid it before on Marvel Future Fight. So I know. Weekly, monthly packs, event packs. Yeah. So you know. For the whales, this is what it is. Okay, so gold, you can buy gold with premium currency, topaz. I'm sure this is all other currencies that you'll farm.
Grindable currency. Yep.
Like arena, soul stones. Okay.
Friendship points, of course, yeah.
All right.
Can you go back to the shaman shop quickly 1 second?
Sure.
Curious about your fate.
And bottom left, if you could.
Rate info.
Rate info. Okay, there we go. 0.04.
For legendary plus.
All right, then that's a bit extreme.
0.66. So basically, we're looking at a 1% rate for legendary. If you want specifically legendary plus, it's 0.04. Man, that makes Dragon Ball Legends look real good for the LF rates.
Bros, I never thought I would see anything below 0.1% till today, bro.
Elena's sword. Okay, so yeah, the rare plus is 2%. So rares are about 9%. There's a rare plus, which is 2%, and then your greater versions are 90%.
Oh,
wow.
That's
wow.
That's extremely tough. So technically, if you want to just combine all the legendaries, that's about 0.7%. I mean, well, that is exactly 0.7% actually.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not really that great, honestly. I mean, even with the pity system, I mean, of course, we don't know the currency, but
yeah, and the pity is 140 summons, so 14 multis, right?
Yeah, 14 multis.
God,
I mean, not to mention.
Yeah,
not to mention you have to also summon for the pets and stuff. I assume that does the pets also pet and equipment summon use rubies, or is it like a different currency?
Let's take a look. I think they're all rubies. Yep.
No, boy,
same price.
Yep. So, that's yeah.
Well, it's 4 multis for guaranteed rare pets. Okay, hold on. Where are the? Hold on.
Oh,
oops, that's
yeah, we didn't.
You could use some new items.
We didn't see the rates for the pets or equipment.
Because we were just looking at. Okay, that's just hero summons.
Okay.
Okay,
these are the weapons. Weapons as well.
Yeah, the same rates.
Oh no, these are hero summons. Keep going now. Hero, legendary plus select rate up. Pet summon.
Okay.
There we go.
0.05%. Hey. I mean, I mean, it's double. it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. A rare pet is like 1.95. Okay, well, hold on. It said 40 pets for pity, so that's 4 multis for a guaranteed rare.
It's not even guaranteed legendary. It's just guaranteed rare.
Jesus.
All right, then.
That's okay. Equipment right here.
Wait.
0.068. Wait, what's the difference? Oh, a weapon armor. Okay, weapon armor. So that is literally 0.27%. 0.27% for a legendary plus weapon or armor. 0.432 and then 1.26, so that's like 1.7-ish.
Yeah.
1.7-ish% for weapon and armor legendary. 4% for rare plus. What is that? 9% for just rare. What's the pity on weapons?
No pity. It's no pity.
Wow, really? No pity? Are you? You're right. There is no pity at all.
No, I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Holy crap. I'm just gonna say stay far away from this game. I mean, if you're gonna play free to play and you understand, like, here's the thing, guys. If you are gonna be free to play, you just have to understand your limitations, right? That's the whole point. Being free to play, yeah, you could play this absolutely free, not spend a dime, but you're gonna be very limited in what you can do and can't do. Your progression is gonna be severely slowed, all that stuff. So if you're aware of that and you enjoy the combat, enjoy the art style, whatever, by all means play it. But if you want to be somewhat competitive, or like, have good progression systems, this is not a game that I would highly recommend because of just all the crap. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you can buy specific things. Sure. Because that's free. What else is here? General shop? Oh yeah, this is like the pay shop. Okay.
Come have a look around.
Yeah, guys.
What's a pass?
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, pass. What is that?
Could use some new items. Come have a
7K
look around.
pass.
Oh, like a leveling system. Okay. Yeah.
A rank pass, yeah, basically where you rank up and you get more gems as a result. Fair enough. Okay.
All right. Well, we cast judgment already, but let's look a little more into the gameplay itself. See if that makes up for it. If you guys still want to play it free to play, by all means. But yeah, this is this cinematic, the cinema.
Yep.
Again, very Korean-esque MMO. Facial structure and art styling.
What's going on?
Definitely is that.
Did I meet the girl who
Damn, man, those rates.
Yeah,
I'm
those
still
rates,
thinking about
man. The moment I saw 0.04, it was just like, it was just a WTF moment, man. I could not, I
simply need to know.
I mean, we've joked about ultra summons on Legends having those rates, but I'd rather hope not that's the case, because that just does not seem fun.
We cannot
yeah.
be hasty. No. Fanine needs rest right now.
Man, I thought 0.25% was pretty bad, but 0.04%. That takes the cake there.
I mean, the thing is, people will say, "Oh, but it has pity, right?" Like, yeah, I mean, yes, it has pity, but that does not mean it's good still. Like, you still have to do 14 multis, and even then, I don't think it's a guaranteed legendary, right? Or it's just a guaranteed rare or guaranteed great or whatever the second highest one is, rare plus, whatever it may be, right? You're still not getting the guaranteed legendary. Unlike, say, for example,
on the heroes, it's guaranteed legendary. On the equipment, it's guaranteed rare. But
or you mean pet? Sorry, pet. The pet one, not.
Oh yeah. The pets. But the pet was also 4 multis for pity, and it's like okay. Yeah. But the question is like, the pity system, as good as it is, it depends on how the currency flow is. Because if rubies come very, very stingily, or they're very stingy with it, then you're like, okay, well then what's the point, right? 4 multis might be like the most I'll ever do in the entire game's life cycle. Or that might be how much you get in the first half of the act, right? So it all depends on how much of that currency you're getting. it just shocks me when it's like, okay, I'm getting 4,000 rubies
I'll get 'em.
for 90 bucks.
I'll go
How much is that
Captain.
gonna get me, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, tell me more about. Huh?
No, I will say this. Yeah, I
Where'd she go?
100% agree with you. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, for example, I mean, if you will take Genshin's as an example, because arguably, yes, that's another case of where the pity system is actually really good because it's 9 multis, you're guaranteed a 5-star, and then if it's not the actual rate of 5-star, you're guaranteed it after 9 multis. But obviously, for a lot of free-to-play players, the biggest issue is the currency flow isn't the best. I think somebody's done the math. I think you could only get like 2 to 3 pities since the launch of the game. I think it was if you were completely free-to-play, right? Which is obviously not a great thing, right? Or guaranteed hard pities, so you'd have to go 18 multis in. Here, it's going to be the same thing, where it's like, oh, is the flow good enough to accommodate for that pity? If not, then there's no point in it, right? So yeah, no, I see what you mean by that for sure. But I still can't get over the fact that equipment just doesn't have pity straight up. Like, as much as I like what they've done, at least they've added pity to the heroes, Gacha and whatnot, you're going to be wanting to summon on all 3, right? All 3 will have its use. If you want to be the best, because there is arena in here, there is going to be a guild system.
Yep.
You want to spend on everything. I don't see why they couldn't have just done the same thing with the pet summon on the equipment summon, where at least you were guaranteed a rare, equipment potentially after a certain point. But yeah, it's a bit odd in how they've just done the summon shop as a whole in terms of like, forget the rates, but like the pity systems across the 3 and like how
yeah,
different
they're
they
not.
are.
They're very different. They're not all the same. I mean, or similar, I should say. They're not similar in any sense. But again, we haven't gotten deep. This is the first like 30 minutes we're gonna play. I'll probably just let this auto here while we're kind of watching the story, and then call it because with these games it's all about the story. And
Yeah.
okay. So we go to the square, and we say, let's go help the injured villagers. This is your whole team.
Okay,
So
I
they-
like that your whole team can go and rescue or help, which is good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be going one by one and helping them, and your team is just surrounding. Like, all right, go help them.
What is that?
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing.
Sure.
Where is our hero? The one we selected at the start. He's just you selected him and don't have him, or like is he like we have to equip him maybe?
Hold on. That's a good point. And I summoned for some heroes too. So how do I swap them out? Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Before we go in, let's take a look at what we can do here.
Yeah, we probably should have looked into that before we started, but oh well. Probably menu in the top left and see what we can do maybe.
Heroes.
Hero.
Priority now.
Oh, so he starts off at level 10,
Oh, that's nice.
but
Yeah, the legendary hero we chose this doesn't exist, I suppose.
yeah, actually, you're right. Like, where the hell is my? Okay.
Check inventory, maybe potentially, or is it like something like how Epic 7 has now with their what's it called, the Moonlight units, right? Where you can select a unit and then work towards getting him. I assume it's something like that, maybe. And you have to do like events and quests and stuff to complete it, and then you can unlock it. But
Maybe.
where is that? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's the codex, guys. This is where they get you the collectors like me when you want all the units, because if you collect all the saintly order, you get an X% of HP and attack additional to the entire team. So, they're trying to encourage. Like that guy I got, he gives me another 17 HP, which obviously doesn't sound like much, but it's better than nothing. All right, let me just click on some.
It adds up. The thing is, it'll add up because you have so many of these things, right? That they will add up together to the point where you want to have it all, right? Because if you think about it, there's like 10 of them or 20 of these like rows, right? And if you multiply that by 17 at the bare minimum, that's like what, another 340 HP, or no, even more than that, right? So yeah, it's just like you want to get that for sure.
Okay, let's see. Let it auto this one and see what happens. Yeah, I think
Also, the bottom. Wait, 1 second. What's the bottom right? Because they've unlocked it for you right now.
Oh, this is for me to play manually. Okay, that makes sense. That's why I was so confused, because during that boss fight, it was just this auto button, and I thought that was the attack button, and it would just let me. It just kept going, like I was turning on and off auto, and I was like, why can't I just hit the damn thing?
I mean, hey, at
like,
least we now know. I guess you can't really switch it, or do you have to click on like the?
So yeah, right now, switch the characters. Yeah, so I'm on this character now. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. All right.
If you follow this road, you can get out of the castle.
Yeah.
Go, buddy.
Be free.
Be free and do your thing. Okay. So we got this. Okay. So at least with the Korean MMOs, it definitely has the anime aesthetic to it, right? It's just like very epic fights and just you know, oh, right here, this Dragon Lancer or whatever, the captain just drops in like superhero landing right there. You know what I mean? It's just, it really adds to it. So definitely gives that.
Oh, you're just playing as them now.
Oh, that's her. Alright, let me do this. Oh, okay, so we have animation canceling. I was hitting it twice, so I don't want to be doing that continuously. Here we go. Click.
It feels like there's like you have to make sure you attack it a couple of times for it to actually go through though.
Well, the other thing too is the targeting, right? So it auto targets a unit, but obviously I can swap that around, you know, like with this. But it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And what you mean, it looks visibly like there's like, oh, I have to wait for a second.
Like it feels like a lag or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, visually very pleasing aesthetic. Presentation's well done. She seems like a strong character.
A very OP, yes.
I'm going to fight with you.
All right, well, we'll let this play out, and we'll give that. So, what are your initial impressions so far, Gale, on Seven Knights 2?
I mean, aesthetically, it looks good. I mean, they've gone all out in terms of the, you know, presentation side of things, of course, but that's Netmarble as a whole. I think they've always done that. But the rest of the game, I'm not really like overly impressed. Again, like you said, it's just another MMO, pretty much MMO mixed with Gacha elements, basically. And I mean, the Gacha elements itself, coming onto that, I mean, it's just a, yeah, it's just not one for me, is all I'll say, considering the rates and all. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, if you were a fan of the first one, I guess you will enjoy the second one, because obviously it's continuation. At least it seems like it, because there's a lot of the elements to the story we just don't seem to know. So, yeah, I mean, if you enjoy the first one, you're definitely going to play this one. So, hey, enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rates, and hopefully you get very, very, very lucky. These odds are better than lottery. These odds are worse than lottery odds, is what I was going to say, to be honest.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, the gacha element sucks. The fact that there's 3 types of gacha, pet, equipment, and hero gacha portion is pretty scummy. It's hard to swallow 2 separate gachas in a system, and 3 is rough, especially with the terrible rates that they have, right? If anything, they should compensate with triple gacha with better rates, but they're tripling down here and letting you get screwed all over left and right everywhere. So, Netmarble, again, presentation looks great. I'm sure it will, you know, feel really good to play, and it'll be fun for people that do enjoy the story or enjoy the IP. So I'm not poo-pooing that. But if the rates are this bad, what can you think they'll put in to make it feel more pay to win or more paywall? That's the question for all the other Netmarble games out there. So, yeah, Gale, I appreciate you joining me, checking this out. Honestly, I don't think I'll be playing more of this because I'm just not a fan of the MMO genre, the mobile MMO genre in general. But and Netmarble, it's on the same level as Nexon for me. All right, so but I've stooped to their level enough, and I've enjoyed it in their other games, so I can at least say that. With that said, guys, you give us your thoughts and impressions on Seven Knights 2. Let us know in the comments down below. If you're new here and want to see more mobile gaming news and discussions and gameplays and all that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button so you know when we go live with extra content. With that said, on behalf of myself and Gale, thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. We're out.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that I don't deserve to mourn my